right, if you have not done so, please hit the subscribe button if you're watching this video. And if you are subscribed, take it to another level. Hit the notification button and you get notifications every time I drop a video. You get this content first. Why not? Y'all already subscribed. Now we finna get to the shits. It's been still less than a week since EMINEM dropped the diss record on Joe Budden's birthday, as he dropped a new project out of the sky, Kamikaze. The Pharaohs were getting on me in the comment section about that. And again, he pretty much told Joe Budden, I ain't gotta read the lyrics. You ain't had a hit since you was hitting people. Now, Joe responded with smoke on this podcast this morning. Now, I will say this. It is flagrantly disrespectful to watch Joe Budden look washed up in a muscle shirt with his gut hanging out instead of being in the booth rapping, but talking about EMINEM. I did not like that, but Joe did get his point across again to what he felt about a man that he was once, heck, I still believe he is still signed to in EMINEM. Joe said, newsflash, M, I heard the album, and because I don't think you really know all the members in the group, I don't think you know our history. He's talking about Slaughterhouse. Let me tell you what Joe Budden has thought the entire time. I've been better than you this entire decade. I couldn't say that back then. In my rapper brain, I'm a content nigga. You gotta say something. You have not said anything for the better part of a whole fucking decade. You have rhymed a bunch of words. You are the best rhymer of words in the world. When I heard your new album, I heard a nigga that is fully aware that he's not said shit for about a decade now. I heard a nigga that's threatened by the niggas in the game, the new niggas in the game at that. I see a nigga still using the old trick. Fam, stop calling niggas by name. Stop just throwing names out and thinking that's going to be a single because you said a bunch of names. You ain't said shit. Find another muse. Pull from somewhere else. You superstars have been sheltered and bored. MGK was right. Y'all been slaves to your own superstardom. You can't leave the house. It costs money for you to go out. You don't know shit about shit, M. And I'm gonna repeat that one more time because I thought it was fire. You don't know shit about shit, M. You don't know that it's probably about 3 niggas on the label better than you. Wait a minute. You got the nerve to be shouting out all these niggas on your album, and you don't even shout the niggas you signed? How you really feel about the niggas you signed, M? You don't think it's odd that you said my name more as an adversary than you did when I was there? You don't think that looks like you not into the business of shady? You into the business of shady? Woo, sheesh, that's fire. You don't get to call out the shots. Number one, as the lesser MC. Number two, you're not backed anymore. Fair playing ground, it's me. It's me, and I love this. Ask about me. My penis gets hard when it's the mere mention of rap beef. Ask your friends. You thought a domestic violence bar was getting Joe out of bed? No, nigga, I'm retired. I had to go get my millions another way since you wouldn't help. You got the fucking nerve, you insecure man. Now you gotta prove you belong here, M? And he went on to say later on, you were never Jay-Z. I've always been a Hove man. All right, so strong words from Joe Budden. Quickly here, look, man, I don't know a lot of the odds and ends of these two relationships. Obviously, Joe's speaking on a lot of personal stuff. I will say this, as a music fan, it is kind of crazy. I was thinking about the EMINEM album that I have listened to a time or two. I didn't hear M say a lot about his artists. Maybe he mentioned a couple of his artists. I've seen that I think Royce is on that project as well, which is good. But M really doesn't ever speak on his artists. Usually when he raps, it's like coming from an aggressive state. And the fact that Joe's now, I guess you could say, he called it an adversary. I guess you could say a foe of Eminem's now. It's crazy that he is getting, it looks like he believes he's getting more of Eminem's attention than he was getting when he was trying to pursue a music career. Signed to Eminem. Yo, Joe dropped the bar in there. He said, yo, you were not into the business of shady records. You were into the business of being shady. That's a bar, ladies and gentlemen. And Joe, though I'd rather hear you rap just being a hip hop fan, I ain't mad at your response. I still would rather hear you rap though than just sit on your podcast when I know Joe still got it in him. I'd rather hear him rap to Eminem, but until then, this is the response we were given. Joe responds to Eminem in totality on his podcast. He says pretty much, "Em, you had an opportunity to beef with me. You didn't take it then, and you knew I was unhappy with you then. Everyone knew I was unhappy with our relationship." And pretty much he called out Slaughterhouse for just sitting around letting this dude who knew nothing about what he was doing as a business owner, as a label owner, pretty much run their career down the drain musically. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. Joe said he had to get his money elsewhere. He got to get his millions elsewhere. Now he's a media guy, not a rapper. Sorry, Em. I'm out. What up, Ferros? I decided to step my game up again. I've created a music reaction Instagram page. That way, you guys can be up to date on some of the latest new music in the atmosphere. And you guys can also send me some of your music as well. And you will get Mr. TALIAFERRO'S first reaction to your record, for good or for bad, or an artist that we talk about on my platform's music, for good or for bad. Again, follow me on Instagram, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Again, that's Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, and you get more of yours truly.